Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to do my updated bariatric vitamin routine. And yes, I know I ask this all the time, but if you like this kind of content, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on this video, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And then I've got one more thing that I want to talk about before we get into the video, and that is my camera setup. My camera that I usually use to film broke. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I never dropped the camera. I don't know, but the focus wasn't working. I actually last weekend filmed this entire video, really loved how it turned out, went to upload it to my computer to start editing it, and every single frame was out of focus. Last time and this time as well, I am filming without my contacts in and obviously without my glasses on because of the glare. So when I filmed that video, I didn't know that everything was out of focus because my entire world was out of focus. So today we are filming on my phone. I actually went and purchased a little tripod stand thing. It's working pretty well, I think. Hopefully the audio is okay and the visual is okay as well. Sorry about that. I am just super bummed that my camera is not working. I'm not sure if I'm going to try and get it fixed or if I'm just going to have to buy a new one. The camera that I have is the Canon T6S, which came out in 2015, which is when I bought it. So it is pretty old and I've used it a ton, of course. So I don't know if it'd be worth fixing or if I should just go ahead and purchase a new one. I don't know. I do have to weigh out my options. So it'll probably be a little while before I can actually get a new one or get it fixed if that's the route that I decide to do. So hopefully this works in the meantime, and hopefully I'm looking at the right part of the camera. I honestly can't tell, so I do apologize about that. But anyways, now let's get into the video. All right, so as you guys might know, or if not, if you're new to my channel, I had bariatric surgery on June 17th, 2019. We are now in June of 2020. So I'm just about a year post-op, which is super exciting. And since I started my pre-op diet a little over a year ago, I have been taking tons of vitamins. I think when I was maybe 3 or 4 months post-op, I did a vitamin routine video, and I will go ahead and pop that up there for you. Since making that video, my routine has changed a little bit, so I thought I would go ahead and update you guys on and tell you everything that I'm currently taking. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I want to quickly talk about is my vitamin holder here. This was in my last video. I still absolutely love this thing. It's great for keeping track of everything, and I'll have this and everything that I talk about here in this video linked down below in case you're interested in checking any of these vitamins and supplements out. But I absolutely love this thing. It's super convenient to have. Every Saturday night or Sunday, I go through and just fill it up for the week because, as you guys might know, I'm a busy mom. I can't always keep track of every single vitamin that I take, but if it's in here on the day that I need to take them, I know that I need to take it, and if it's gone, I know I've already taken it for the day. So this just keeps me on track with everything. I honestly don't think I've missed a day of vitamins or like any single vitamin since the beginning of the year, probably even earlier. This just really keeps me accountable and keeps me on track. I love it. I know it kind of seems like I'm 75 years old when I have this thing like laid out on my counter, but I don't even care. It's really great. And of course, as a bariatric patient, vitamins are essential because I'm not getting enough nutrients through my food. So I just love this thing. It's awesome. All right, so then just like in that first video that I did on my vitamins, I'm just gonna kind of go through my day and show you what I take first, second, third, fourth, and so on and so forth. So when I first wake up in the morning, I typically, with my little breakfast, I will have my multivitamin, my main bariatric vitamin. Now, currently I am taking these Berry Life vitamins. These are the Just One multivitamins with iron. I've taken these a bunch at this point, and I do really like them. There's a couple left in here so I can show you what they look like. Hopefully that's focusing. Honestly, I can't even tell at this point, but that is what they look like. They are pretty big, and I said in that last video, and still do, have an aversion to swallowing pills most of the time. These ones, despite being huge, really are not that hard to swallow at all. They're very slippery, so they really just go down quite easily. So I will continue to purchase those. I have no problem with those at all. And I wanted to show you another one that I had not talked about before that I did enjoy as well. These are from Bariatric Choice, once daily multivitamin, once daily bariatric multivitamin with 45 mg of iron as well. These ones were little capsules as opposed to the tablets. like these ones. But I didn't have any issue with these either. I will link to these and then all the other ones that I also mentioned down in my description below. Like I said, really how I choose which vitamin I'm going to be taking that month just depends on what's available on Amazon. All the vitamins are less than $20 a month. There's a few different brands that I've taken. I haven't had issues with any of them. So I will link to all of them down below. But like I said, it's just whatever I can find that's available on Amazon. You know, sometimes maybe these ones aren't going to be on Prime and these ones are, or one of the other ones that I've tried is like sold out or something. So really it just kind of depends what's available. I have really no preference which one I like the most. They're all perfectly fine. Then moving right along with my day, maybe sometime around lunchtime, I will take something new, something I have not talked about, and that is elderberry. Elderberry is supposed to be very good at helping boost your immune system. If you feel like you're like kind of on the cusp of getting sick, if you start taking this, you know, it can kind of help with your symptoms, maybe make them so it's not such a bad cold or a bad cough or whatever you end up getting sick with. And I actually ended up taking these back in February, or I started taking these back in February. So about a month before like COVID hit. So that's not why I started taking these. I just heard that this was a good supplement to take. So I decided to kind of hop on that elderberry train. And I do really like this particular brand. This is the Nature's Way Sambucus. I don't know if that's exactly how you pronounce that. But I really like these. I've also tried the Zarbee's ones. Those are actually like completely coated in sugar though, which kind of grosses me out as a bariatric patient. But I haven't had any issues eating those. You know, with COVID and everything, this was actually really hard to find for a while. But now I think because everything's, you know, kind of calming down a little bit, still wear your masks out in public, please. But you guys know what I mean. You know, not everyone's like clamoring for the toilet paper like we were a couple of months ago and stuff like this. So this is more readily available. And this one I really, really like. This is what they look like, and it is a little gummy and they taste really, really good. There is a little bit of sugar in here as well, but it hasn't given me any issues. I take 2 of them every single day, and I don't know if they really work or not, or if it's just, you know, a load of hogwash or whatever, but I enjoy taking them. And then these do also have a little bit of zinc in them. And if you remember in that last video, I was taking a separate zinc supplement. One of the nurses at my doctor's office had recommended taking an extra zinc supplement for hair loss, which I thought was an interesting thing to take for hair loss. And I had been continuing to take that zinc supplement until I started these when I noticed there was some extra zinc in here. I think there's a lot more zinc in the actual zinc supplements than there are in these. But I figured like getting extra zinc, and I know there's zinc in these too, you know, I didn't need all that zinc. So I stopped the actual zinc supplements. And here for 2 of the gummies, you get 68% of your daily value of zinc, which I think is pretty good considering I also do get it in here as well. My hair loss has been pretty good. I don't notice anything crazy anymore, just a normal amount of like everyday hair loss. So I think I'm okay on the zinc department at this point. Then moving on to the afternoon, sometime, I don't know, around 3 or 4 o'clock, maybe I will go ahead and take my calcium supplement. Now, one thing to note, you want to spread your iron and your calcium supplements out throughout the day. I've heard to leave at least a 2-hour window in between because I don't know exactly how it happens, but they can kind of like react with each other and cause one of them to not absorb well in your body. So you want to spread them out a little bit. And since I take my multivitamin with iron in the morning, I don't take my calcium until sometime in the afternoon to give myself an adequate amount of time to absorb all of the iron, and then I can go ahead and absorb all of this calcium. So the ones that I'm currently taking are these Citracal Petites. So I will go ahead and show you what they look like. They're really not that petite. They are quite large, but I guess compared to the regular ones, these must be smaller, right? They're a little bit slippery too, and they are quite thin, so they are pretty easy to take. And I do just take 2 of them every single day. The bottle here actually says take 2 caplets twice daily. I've only been doing 2 caplets once daily. So when I get the 2 caplets, I get an extra 31% of calcium as opposed to, what would that be, like an extra 62% if I were to do it twice a day. I think I'm okay with doing it just once a day, at least for now, because I do eat a lot of cheese. So I feel like I'm getting my calcium in that way as well. I don't know, maybe further on down the line, I will bump my calcium up, but I think for now I'm okay with just getting a little bit extra. I don't know. What do you guys think? If you're a bariatric patient and you take extra calcium, do you do like the full amount, or do you do like a little bit less? Let me know. Oh shoot, moved my camera. Hold on. And then along with my calcium, I usually take my fiber gummies as well. And you guys know, if you've watched probably any video of mine, I talk about how much I love fiber gummies. They're amazing. I started taking them about a month and a half after I had my surgery, and everything's just been great in that department ever since. So let me show you these ones. I have a couple different kinds here, and I've taken even more. Again, I kind of just buy whatever is available on Amazon. But with these ones, and I will just be fully transparent, this company, Zahler, they did sponsor one of my Instagram posts. They are not sponsoring this video though. I'm just talking about them because I genuinely did like them. Their flavor was really unique, I thought. It tasted a little bit different than any other gummy that I'd had, but in a really good way. It was just, the texture was a little bit tougher, but also in a good way. Kind of hard to describe, but I really enjoy these. You can see I had all of them. But like I said, these are the Chapter 1 by Zahler. F is for fiber gummies. I think these are actually marketed towards kids, but I really enjoyed taking them. So there are those ones. And then the ones that I'm currently taking are these ones by Revly, which I think is a specific Amazon brand. But there's also another one called Solimo, also from Amazon, like an Amazon specific brand. So I don't know if they like switched from being Solimo to these because they taste exactly the same, or if they are two different like brands. I don't know. I will have all of them linked down below that I have tried and have liked. But these ones are just fine as well. I take between 2 and 3 gummies per day, just kind of depending on the recommendations on the bottles and just kind of like how I feel as well. But I really enjoy taking those. They do also have a little bit of sugar in them. It has not bothered me at all. And I just kind of view it as like a little mid-afternoon snack, honestly, you know, like it's just like a little like gummy bear or something. It's really good. I love taking these. And then finally, right before I go to bed, I take 2 additional supplements. First one I take is a BIOTIN keratin supplement. This is the one, you know, of course, that's really good for your hair. Like I said, I do feel my hair loss is in a really good place. I don't feel it's, you know, really been an issue for many months at this point, but I've just kind of gotten in the habit of taking a hair, skin, and nails type of supplement. So I'm going to continue to do that. This one is from Nature's Truth. I just picked it up on Amazon, but I have gotten them from Target as well. You know, I feel like they're all almost pretty much the same. So I have no problem taking these. And then the very last supplement that I take for the day is my vitamin B12. And of course there is vitamin B12 in these. But last year when I had my pre-op labs done, my vitamin B12 level was pretty low. So I really want to just kind of give myself as much vitamin B12 as I can. So that's why I've continued to take an extra vitamin B12 supplement. I'm sure at this point, because there is vitamin B12 in here, I probably could stop taking these. So maybe when I'm finished with this bottle, I won't repurchase. I mean, there's 250 tablets in here and you only have to take 1 a day. And I just very recently opened this one. So it'll be close to a year before I'm done with it. But maybe I won't repurchase that and just kind of rely on the B12 that are in my multivitamins. But for now, I just take them. And in that first video, I was actually taking these 2 like kind of close together. I think I was taking my vitamin B12 like right when I first woke up. And then I was taking my multivitamin a couple hours later. And I switched that up because I felt that, you know, I was getting too much B12 at one time and I probably wasn't able to process it fast enough to, you know, get as much benefit out of it that I could. I hope that makes sense. So I have since spread it out. So I take this right before bed and then I take this after I wake up. So hopefully that's enough time for my body to process everything, but that's how I do it. So there you have it. That is an entire day's worth of vitamins. It's a lot. It will probably always be a lot. Not quite as much as it was before. I'm no longer also taking the CoQ10. Like I said, I'm not taking the zinc anymore as well. But things like the multivitamin and the fiber and the calcium, I think I will probably take for the long haul. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I've got for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to connect with me on my Instagram as well. That will also be linked down below. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, like I said, so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.